Sensitive news that the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Prince Mohammed bin Salman, has formally requested that U.S. President Donald Trump buy 48 F-35A Lightning II stealth fighter jets, or 2 squadrons, is currently upending Middle Eastern arms procurement policy. Because it may have an impact on the long-standing U.S. strategy, preserving Israel's qualitative military edge QME in the Middle East. This request is regarded as sensitive. The Middle East's air power balance may shift if F-35 fighter fighters are sold to Arab nations like Saudi Arabia. In order to maintain Israel's military advantage, the United States usually places stringent limitations or technology downgrades on weaponry sold. Earlier this year, Saudi Arabia, which has long had an interest in the F-35 combat jet, formally sent President Donald Trump a request. According to Reuters reports, this request has passed a significant Pentagon obstacle and is currently being examined by the Secretary of Defense. The largest political barrier, particularly from the pro-Israel lobby, may be the final agreement's need for cabinet approval, the U.S. President's signature, and formal notification to the U.S. Congress. Prior to Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's mid-November visit to the United States, these negotiations are anticipated to pick up speed. In actuality, the pro-Israel lobby in the U.S. Congress will most likely oppose it, but there is also conjecture that Saudi Arabia's desire for F-35s may be an intentional test of the United States. Many others view Riyadh's request for F-35s as a diplomatic ploy rather than merely a pressing military necessity. Given that it is the biggest purchaser of U.S. weaponry, Saudi Arabia wants to know how far the present U.S. administration is willing to loosen limitations on arms sales for them. The United States is compelled by this request to clearly outline the boundaries of its commitment to Israel's QME. Even if the deal is valued billions of dollars, the rejection of the sale could suggest that Washington and Tel Aviv have a better relationship than Washington and Riyadh. Saudi Arabia might make a stronger case for the U.S. to sell other cutting-edge defense technologies that are now prohibited if the F-35 is rejected. For instance, significant improvements to Saudi F-15 fighters or more sophisticated drones. Saudi Arabia has good cause to look for fifth-generation fighter jets from other nations, including China J-31, J-35, or to take into consideration sixth-generation European fighter jets like the UAE did after their F-35 deal was blocked, given the US's denial. Saudi Arabia is strengthening its negotiating position in the area by expressing its desire to acquire military capabilities comparable to Israel through the submission of a request for the F-35. This is consistent with Saudi Arabia's ambitions under Vision 2030 and its pursuit of major power status. Without significant political concessions, like restoring relations with Israel, which Saudi Arabia is not currently prepared to do, the F-35 sale deal seems challenging. But this request compels the U.S. to disclose its Middle East strategic priorities.